In this video, we will take a look at how to add a quiz to your Moodle course. So again, you will want to make sure that you have editing turned on in your course, and then you can scroll down and decide where you want to add the quiz to your course. So for this example, we'll add it under topic 4. We'll click on add an activity or resource. The familiar pop-up will show up, and then it is an activity, so we'll scroll down here to where it says quiz, and we'll click on quiz. And then it explains some help that kind of gets you started, and then all we have to do is hit add. So now we'll begin to work through setting this up. So again, we need a name, and again, I'll just use something similar for our example test quiz, and then an introduction. So you can talk about the quiz. This isn't required, so you don't have to fill that out, but it's just a placeholder for an introduction. And then here are some of the settings of the quiz. So when the quiz opens, when the quiz closes, if you want to turn that on, if you want to have a time limit, how many attempts you want to allow them to have. And again, for all these, you can just click on the question mark and it'll give you more information. Submission grace period, so some of the timing settings, and then grade. If you have grade categories set up for quizzes, you can add that straight to the grade book. Grading method, how many attempts you're going to allow. Some of this stuff that concerns the quiz, and then some of the layout questions. So, do you want it to be shuffled randomly? Do you want a new question on every page, every 2 questions? How you want them to order that, and then some behavior questions. Do you want to shuffle within the questions? Do you want it to be deferred feedback? And that basically means when are they going to get the answer? When are they going to get the result? So deferred feedback would be the default, and basically that means, and it explains it here. But basically, that once they submit the entire quiz, then they would get the deferred feedback. So then they would get the answer after that. And then you can review your options. You can select when you want them to be able to see the attempt, see whether it's correct, see the marks, see if you add feedback to the question, general feedback, the right answer, overall feedback, all that kind of stuff. So you can decide whether you want that to happen during the attempt, immediately after the attempt, later while the quiz is still open, and after the quiz is closed. Some display options, and some questions about grades and whether you show a person's picture, if you want to have a password to get in, if you want to lock it down any further with that. And then if you want to, you can add specific feedback for grade levels. So if you get a certain boundary, you can have a message that you send and all of that. You definitely don't have to add that, but that's an option. So then, yeah, basically we'll go ahead and hit save and return to course now. And now you have the test quiz. So it shows it under topic 4. You click on test quiz, and now you can go ahead and begin to edit the quiz, which we'll cover in a different video, but that's when you begin to add the questions. This now concludes the video about adding a quiz to your course in Moodle.